Welcome to this general instruction video from DST Connect. In this video, I will briefly explain how our platform is structured and how you can easily generate content and distribute it across one or more displays without hassle. First, log in. You can access the platform via a web-based environment, which is compatible with any device that has internet access. Go to cms.dstconnect.io for the login process and enter your credentials to log in. Click Login, and you will then arrive at the page where you can create templates. Let me first guide you through the structure of our platform. I will explain how the platform is structured, how to create templates, and how to publish. Looking for more depth, such as how playlists are organized and how to create screens, and how to create sub-users. For more information, check our other instructional videos. In this video, I will explain the general layout of our environment. As stated, this is a web-based platform. You can log in using any device with your username and password, and you will access this environment. At the top of the menu bar, you will notice several buttons, the first four of which are the most crucial. You also have a library and modules that include various in-depth features like integrations. On the right side, for example, you can find your account settings, the platform's language, which indicates the language of the interface. You can navigate through it very easily. As stated, the first four buttons are the key ones, and I will give a short explanation of them. Our platform utilizes templates that are filled in partially. You have templates available in a variety of colors and styles and with different connections. For example, we have house templates. House templates are templates that you have developed yourself, which are already included in your own house template, but also contain what you want to convey. Additionally, we have over 600 generic templates, which are all organized into categories. For example, new templates, popular templates such as image or video templates. We have video wall templates, which are solutions for multiple screens that are linked together. Different new templates, a collection of templates for bundles and meetings, which also contain links, weather forecasts, traffic or congestion information. In short, we have templates for every industry and templates for every style that could be relevant. As stated, we utilize templates in our work. Self-fillable templates. How do you do that then? Choose a template that aligns with your message. I will, for example, fill in a weather report in this example. Next, I see a number of weather reports and will select the template that suits my message best. You do this by clicking on the template, adding the cable. And then I will edit this template. How is this platform organized? We work according to a 3-step plan to create content and subsequently publish it to a display. The concept is to pick, refine, and publish. Selecting a template is the first step. Then you will edit it in an editing editor. This is what you currently see on the screen. Then you will publish this template to one or multiple displays. The act of publishing encompasses the steps that lie between my templates, meaning what you have personally created, playlists, and screens. In this editing interface, you complete the template. I will now refer to this as Weather Report Tilburg. On the left side, I complete all relevant fields that apply, related to the template, meaning what you wish to communicate. On the right side, you can see a preview of how it will eventually look on your display. The process goes from top to bottom. I'm now setting this to Tilburg as the location. Next, I will apply some settings now. For example, the color layer that overlays this image, as it doesn't fully align with my branding. I will do this with this one too. You can easily do this with the color picker. Well, you want to know more about this editor, So watch one of the in-depth videos that specifically cover the editor. You're happy with what I see now, because it all looks right. I then press Save. This template will then appear in my templates. You see that the template has been created. And just a moment about this menu section that you see. Here, I can see all my templates. You can search for a name in the bar above. You can also sort by labels or categories. You can also create new templates from this menu. It shows how many templates have been created. You can see what was made based on the name. The legend at the bottom and these color icons show you. On the side of the templates you can see whether the template is currently in use or not. You see the template's aspect ratio. I can also preview the template again. What is the content of this template? Clicking the pencil allows me to edit the template again. I can also duplicate or delete it. As mentioned, our platform works according to the ideas of pick, polish, and publish. So I just chose a template. I edited it afterward. Step 2 is polish. Then you will publish it. There are 2 ways to publish. Publishing includes the steps, my templates, playlists, and screens. So I add a template to a playlist, and a playlist is added to a screen. I take a moment to review the playlist steps and display to illustrate the structure. You can see that this setup is exactly the same as what you see in my templates. You can see the name of the playlist in this case. You also have some information about this playlist, such as which screen it has been added to, or what the total duration of this playlist is. I also see how many templates the playlist contains. Here, I can preview, edit, duplicate, or delete again. The same applies to screens. So when I click on screens, I see an overview of all my screens linked to the physical installation. This means I can easily manage my screens here and check if they are active. For example, I see a red dot. That means it has been inactive for more than 24 hours, which means I need to do something to reactivate the screen. I can also preview and edit the screen here. I can restart the screen as well, if you believe it requires a restart, for instance. And here I can duplicate a screen again, if you want the same settings to be applied to a new screen, for instance. So how does publishing work? I am going to edit the specific screen using the displays. I press the pencil. Next, I navigate to the specific screen. I can add a playlist this way. I can also edit the screen, for example, by applying a transition. I can also set a location. The location is relevant for the screen overview you see on the right side of the screen menu. This can also be relevant for something like a weather report, allowing you to easily connect weather reports to that location. I press the pencil icon again to edit the screen. And then I will add a playlist here. At the moment, I click on Add Playlist. Then I see an overview of all created playlists. Then I can choose one or more playlists. And I can also schedule a playlist. This can be done by unchecking the Always Play option. Then I can set a start and end date for it. What you also have is the ability to let a playlist be overridden, and that override option ensures that it sits on top, as it were, overlapping with the other playlists. If you're curious to learn more, watch one of the detailed videos that provides more information. Next, you will proceed to edit the playlist. Since we just added a playlist and a display, then we will add a template to a playlist. It works in roughly the same way. I'm heading to playlists. I then click on the pencil icon of the specific playlist I want to edit. I also see an overview of the templates currently added to that playlist. I can see if A template is currently active today, meaning it is playing. I can also check if a template has expired. I can add a template in this section. I select the template I just created. And then I can specify what the display duration is in seconds. I can determine how long each template is displayed on screen. Is that, for example, 12 seconds? You can also schedule a template here, specifying both a start date and an end date. These are the steps you follow to create templates, then edit them. After that, you add them to a playlist and a display. There is also another way to publish. What we just covered involves going to screens first. Then you edit them by adding a playlist. Next, you go to playlists and can add a template there. We also have an option called Quick Publish. You can find it on the page under My Templates, but also on the Playlists page. What is this step for? This step shows all your recent actions in one window. I click it and a pop-up shows up, but then I see an overview of my templates. These are all the templates you made. I see a summary in the center of playlists, and I can also apply the scheduling settings here again. You can also select several templates simultaneously and arrange them in the correct order, and also subsequently add to one or more playlists. What you can also do is apply the scheduling settings that apply to all templates you select here. So in this case, I ensure that all these templates last 12 seconds and that they remain visible from May 1st until May 2nd. And I ensure that they play every day within this time period. You can also set it to play within this time period, but only on like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This quick publish option is also available within playlists. So when I go to the playlists menu, I can also publish quickly here. I hit the same button again, but now I see a list of playlists instead of templates, and a screen overview. You also have the scheduling settings that are applicable here. The only major difference between templates and playlists is that you can have a playlist overlap, and that you schedule a template on time, meaning the display duration is in seconds. Alongside this pick, publish, publish principle, which includes the first 4 levels within the menu, you also have the library and the module option. The library holds all of your media files. Think of this as images or clips. You upload all that media here to use the images and videos later in templates. This way, you have an image that matches the message you wish to share. Or do you possess a media library where all the images of your branding can be found, so you can upload it here to use it afterward in a template? It's about the same concept as what you've seen earlier. You have a drag and drop feature. You can search above for names, by image type, for example, or by video, or by labels. You can also upload your own font style. This makes it easier to use your own branding within generic templates. We also have a folder concept, which you have on top of your library. And there you can place certain images that you want to categorize to add to a folder. And if you want to know more about that, check out one of our other videos. We have the module page too. These modules provide a deeper integration that our platform includes. Consider remote device management as an example. We have, for example, a birthday module, a module for attendance, where you can quickly mark individuals as present or absent, a calamity module, a welcome module, for example, In summary, we provide several modules where you can implement deeper integration with ease. If you want to know more about this, then check out one of our specific module videos which provide more explanation. What else do we have in this platform? You have your own account settings. We can see updates. We post updates here of new features within this platform. You can check the status of the system. The download page features our app. When you have screens, you can download your app from that location and then install on your device to connect with our CMS. You possess your own account settings, which I will demonstrate in this manner. You can view the basic details of your account, but even more crucially, on the right side, you can see the settings you can implement. You can upload your personal logo to use it in templates afterwards. You can apply standard color settings, which can also be utilized in templates for your needs. Your standard template settings. For instance, you can implement security settings, use standard fonts, and configure your working time zone. And emergencies, for example, can be exported from there. If you're interested in learning more, take a look at one of our other videos for additional details. You can also configure sub-users within your account. In this sub-user environment, you will probably encounter various types of users. In addition to having unique usernames and passwords, you can configure permissions for users as well. You will select a specific user, and what you can then do with these permissions is to associate sub-users or demonstrate what they are allowed and not allowed to do on this platform. Can they, for example, create templates, or are there certain types of templates they cannot use? Can they see my template and edit it, for example? The same goes for watch lists or displays, or the library, or perhaps the folders located in your library. Moreover, you can implement default settings from your personal account. You have the ability to create or manage those users, or create labels. To summarize, you can toggle nearly all features on this platform for each individual user. You have control over content visibility. What you can do for a user is decide if they can view a certain template made by another sub-user. So you can easily apply or not apply certain things for different users. The same applies to label settings. The same goes for house templates, publication rights, things that take place in the editor. In summary, you can enable and disable many functionalities per user. If you have a lot of sub-users, you can easily customize this platform for your organization to better fit the permissions of these types of sub-users. This is the end of this general instructional video. You now know how the platform works according to the PEG, Polish, and Publish concepts. You have noticed that the menu structure at the top consists of create templates, your personal templates, spear lists, and displays. In addition, we work with a library where you can upload your own media. We have several modules where you can, for example, link to your Outlook calendar. Moreover, you have noticed that on the right side you can change the interface language, and you have observed in your account that you can create sub-users. So, do you want to know more about how to create templates? How does the template editor function? Also, how can I create and manage sub-users? Take a look at one of the detailed videos. Thanks for watching, and we will see you back on our platform soon.